go. So we just got to stay confident, man. We got this lead for a reason, and we got it by playing good basketball, so we can do that again.
On the
I just try to tell my guys that.
On the baseball scoreboard, thank you, Mr. Durant. Middle of the second inning, Houston's got a 5-2 lead over Boston. George Springer going deep for the Astros. Washington leading Miami 3-1, bottom of the third inning. The Yankees have a 2-1 lead over the White Sox, top of the fourth. Todd Frazier, a home run for Chicago. Golf PGA Championship. You can catch third-round coverage on NBC. Jason Day, a 4-shot lead after breaking the event's 36-hole record at 15 under. This is NBC Sports Radio.
This is KCAA.
From the time we were kids, we were always taught to share. And now you can share at the San Bernardino Downtown Farm Share and Market every Thursday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Court Street Square and East Street, adjacent to City Hall, and it's open year-round. Get away from work for a few hours. Check out the fresh fruit and vegetables and all the Farm Share and Market has to offer. And remember, also, every third Thursday, come hungry for the Food Truck Food Fest. Same time, same place, but the Food Truck Food Fest is just on third Thursdays. It all happens 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. If you would like to be a certified farmer, vendor, or entertainer at Market Night, go to www.sbmarketnight.com. That's www.sbmarketnight.com.
Right in the middle of Redlands is a special place called the Tennessee Gardens, where great memories and romance abound. Under fragrant magnolia trees, beside seasonal flowers, and next to its whimsical ponds, brides and grooms begin their lives together and events are celebrated. With over 25 years' experience, its award-winning professional staff, led by Executive Chef Michelle, owner of Michelle's Bakery, create mouth-watering cakes and events. Celebrate your special event with people who care at the spectacular Tennessee Gardens, conveniently located right in the middle of Redlands. Make a no-obligation appointment to find out more about Tennessee Gardens. Call 909-793-5311. That's 909-793-5311. Or visit mybrideandgroom.com.
KCAA.
Now, here's a new concept: digital network advertising, where businesses display your ad inside their building. If a picture's worth 1,000 words, your company is going to thrive with digital network advertising. Choose your marketing sites or jump on the DNA system and advertise with all participants. Your business ad or logo is rotated multiple times an hour inside local businesses where people will discover your company. Digital network advertising, DNA, a novel way to be seen and remembered. Digital network advertising with networks in Redlands and Yucaipa. Call in the 909 area 222-9293 for introductory pricing. That's 909-222-9293 for digital network advertising. One last time, digital network advertising, 909-222-9293.
Listen to KCAA Loma Linda for less confrontation and more information.
You just entered the Gotcha Zone. Eilon up to the start line and get ready to race with your host, Joe Britt. It's time for Gotcha Racing, live on KCAA 1050.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines and get ready for an action-packed, fun-filled hour of everything a motorhead ever loved or lived. Gotcha Racing with Joe Britt. Welcome to Gotcha Racing. This is Joe Britt. Hey there, race fans, and welcome to another edition of Gotcha Racing Live with your host, Joe Britt, sitting in the Master Control studio in San Bernardino, California. KCAA Talk Radio is where we broadcast out of. We're broadcasting on two stations currently, simultaneously, loud and strong, which will be 106.5 FM and 1050 a.m. Okay? I'll say it again. 1050 a.m. and 106.5 FM. 11 o'clock, you hear my mouth just going 100 miles a minute, or trying to anyway. Nevertheless, I welcome all you guys aboard. Hey, listen, I come to you a humble man that is a reflection of God's grace and greatness, a humble man that is standing on the shoulders of ancestors. Hello, America. Look alive, California. Wake up, San Bernardino. Stand up, be counted, Inland Empire. This is your host, Joe Britt, coming to you loud, strong, and clear from the desert to the sea, broadcasting on the powerful Kcaa Talk Radio, 1050 AM and 106.5 FM. According to the engineer that runs the board for me on Saturdays, he says the weather's absolutely great outside. Well, let me tell you, folks, it's about 65 degrees. A little cloudy, overcast, no sun, but hey, if he likes it that way, he likes it that way. I like the sun, I like the sun. But he says, great day in the morning. So here we are, trying to give you the best of what's going on in our part of the country. Okay, a little house cleaning is always in order. Just in case you just tuned into our great show on a Saturday morning, 11 o'clock. Well, you want to listen to our show, and let's say you got a cell phone, smartphone, dumb phone, or house phone, and by chance you just can't hear this great station on the outlets that you have. Hey, use your phone. Here's our number. 832-999-1050, 832-999-1050. Now, you want to call into the studio and ramble or rant or talk about cars or talk about engines and let me know what's going on in the racing community that I don't know about, because I can't be everywhere at the same time. There's only one of me and a couple of correspondents that are out there trying to give you the best news possible. Well, here, the studio call-in number is 888-909-1050, 888-909-1050. Now, that's a long-distance call, okay? For you guys that are in the IE, you would not use that phone, that number at all. All right? You would use 909-888-5222 or 5224. Local calls, 909-888-5222, 5224, okay? You want to see what we've have talked about previously on our podcast, you will go to our great website, which is kcaaradio.com. Go find our Saturdays lineup. Look for our show, Gotcha Racing Live. You would see me with debonair with my Ray-Ban glasses on, looking like a shot caller, as they say. And download, pick and choose, and do what you want with the podcast, okay? We can be found on Facebook. Yeah, we can, under Gotcha Racing. On the Gotcha Racing TV, on the Gotcha Racing Live. Okay. For those of you that want to email and just get with me and tell me you want some of this T-shirts or swag, as we call it, from different companies that we are involved with, I can be reached at jbritt, B-R-I-T-T, .kcaa@gmail.com. Okay. Now, for you Gotcha Racing TV fans, that email would be grtv.media@gmail.com. Okay. Well, racing news we have. And just get to the top of the line. What's hot and what's popping out there right now? Let's see what we got. Okay. Graham Rahal and Joseph Newgarden penalized at Indy's Grand Prix of Indianapolis. No kidding. Now, folks, did you see that fire yesterday for NASCAR? Hey, fire, my pants is on fire. Dana Patrick again crashed her car. I wonder how many times they're going to give her a go pass. And she drives that nice blue vehicle that was on fire at Dover, and it was in that high turn. So, but she was all right, though. Okay. Let's see here. Matt Crafon and the Toyota wins the NASCAR truck race at Dover. Congratulations, Matt. Kevin Hardwick and Chevrolet to start in the NASCAR pole after the Dover rainout. No kidding. A lot of things happening out there, folks. A lot of things going on. And a lot of things going on for us here at Gotcha Racing. we might be sponsoring a race car. We shall see. We're working out all the particulars with a local team, and we shall see, said the blind man. We shall see if everything pans out the way we want it to. And we'll be bringing that to you a little bit later on in the season. And hopefully we can, with this particular car, place 1, 2, or 3. Well, anyway, that's the plan, so we shall see. It's all about pocket change. You know that. It's all about pocket change. So we have a lot of things, a lot of interviews that I must put out. They're going to be very, very old and stale, and we don't like things to be stale. We want it to be hot and fresh and crisp, just like a baker gives you that hot croissant on a Sunday morning or a Saturday morning. So without further ado, let me say this. I was on the freeway the other day. Doing what I do, coming home, of course, at a not a high rate of speed, not because I don't speed, only when I need to get somewhere. But anyway, I'm looking through my rear view, and I see these lights, very bright lights, from afar. And I'm going like, what the heck could that be? Could it be a CHP? No, because their lights are not that bright, nor are they that low. I'm going, interesting. So, with me in my curious mind, I slowed down, okay? And what I saw was kind of weird coming up. I couldn't recognize the front of the vehicle. I could not. I'm looking through my review, trying to keep my eyes on the road, and these lights are coming closer and closer and closer. And I got in the slow lane, and I let it pass me. And sure enough, it was a Slingshot, okay? A 3-wheel vehicle. Now, it's not like those little tiny ones, T-Rex and whatnot. This rascal is on the front, it's as wide as a regular car, And so I was quite astonished when I saw that. So what I did, I'm in the slow lane. I slowed, went around, looked at the back, got to the side, looked at the person driving, and as luck would have it, we got off at the same off-ramp in Rialto. Well, I guess this person went directly to Arco, so I had to make a U-turn and come back, and I interviewed this person. Now, this person's a young lady, and I tell you, man, she was really doing it in this Slingshot. Really nice vehicle, okay? So, of course, with my mouth of mine and my phone in my hand, I had to do a quick interview with her, and this is what we're going to load up next. So, JP, without further ado, can you load up that interview of the Slingshot, please? Here we go, folks. Testing. Okay, my numbers look good. Hey, folks. You wouldn't guess what I saw on the freeway today, and I just had to stalk this car. I should say car? No, I should say it's a modification. It's a 3-wheeler. Hey folks, this is Joe Britt. Gotcha Racing Live coming from you from Rialto, and I am at the 8 p.m. off the Riverside in the 210. And you know what? I was on my way to Rialto because I live in Rialto, and I saw this strange looking contraption coming up from behind me. And so I kind of slowed, and of course I got passed, of course. And it's a 3-wheeler, and it's called Slingshot. And I tell you what, it's a lot larger than the first models that came out as far as the T-Rex and all those vehicles. This one is a well-developed vehicle, and I tell you, it is as wide as a regular vehicle in the front. And lo and behold, there's a young lady driving. Not a guy, but a young lady. And you know what? She's driving like she owns the road, so I had to double back and find out where she's going. And lo and behold, she's getting gas for this beast here. Really nice vehicle. So let me introduce you to the woman that is driving this vehicle, and then maybe we can get some particulars out of her. Young lady, how are you?
Okay, I'm fine, thank you.
Okay. Your name is what?
Tasha Davis.
Tasha Davis. How long have you had this?
Since December.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Where have you gone in it?
I've gone to Vegas a couple of times, San Diego a couple of times. I've driven PCH up into Ventura County.
What type motor does this have?
It's got the 2.4 liter from the Chevy Cruze, which displaces 2,400 cc's in here, 173 pounds of torque.
You know your stuff.
I'm a car person, so
Out of all the vehicles, that you could have gotten, what make you choose this slingshot?
I used to drive two wheelers. After I got an accident at work, I had to switch over to something more stable for me, not to hold up, not to back up, not to push forward, not to put on the stand. So I opted for the three-wheel trike, the Polaris Slingshot.
How's the ride? Is it stable, or does it on the freeway? Does it go sideways? When you get passed by a big rig, tell me about that.
No, past big rigs, it's just like a car. You get the little, sometimes the little sway, but other than that, it's stable. I could take corners, freeway entrances, 70 miles per hour. So, yeah, it's real stable.
70 miles an hour.
70 miles per hour on the inside.
Now you have two wheelers, so when you say 70 miles an hour, you putting your foot into that turn the whole shot, then, huh?
I can.
Listen, okay.
I can put it in there.
Now, folks, this is a two-seater, and the motor is in the front, right?
Yep.
Transmission. It's a 5-speed, and has the double wheels in the wheels in the front, and then the single wheel in the back. And this is American model. They make it in America, right?
Yes, it's American made.
Okay, and it's called a slingshot.
Yes.
Okay. There's a top for this.
You can get tops built for them. They have the canvas tops, or you can get the plexiglass see-through tops, which are all freeway legal. So yes, they make tops for them. So anybody that wants tops and is trying to get away from the sun, that's the way to go.
Now, when you're traveling on the freeway, can you get into the
Carpool lane.
carpool?
Yes. Carpool lane. Yes. I get stared at all day long because I'm just one person in the car, but they don't know this is a motorcycle.
Yeah.
So I got all kind of. That's one reason I stuck to motorcycle and I got this, because I can't go carpool lane when everybody else is stuck in traffic. I'm in the carpool lane, please.
So we were talking before. If you're not a people person, this is not the ride to get, huh?
No, if you're not a people person, don't get this ride, because you will get questions everywhere you stop, even at a stoplight, even on the freeway. They try to scream at you. So yes.
Well, you know what? This company should give you some discounts, because I know when people stop it, they're asking you about this vehicle.
24/7. Whenever I'm in it, I get stopped everywhere. They're like, "Are you in a hurry?" I'm like, "No. I mean, this is kind of what you buy when you get the Polaris Slingshot. You buy people's time." So, I mean, it's fun with me. I have no problem answering questions. Yeah, like I said, it might tempt them to go down and get. Actually, I've talked to several people already, and they have gone down to look into them. I've talked to them. I bumped into them on Facebook. I got my Slingshot. Here's a picture. Yeah. So, yeah.
Oh, so you have a Facebook account with this?
Yeah. I have a face count with this. I have also I'm on a forum, slingshotsforums.com. So I'm also on there.
Okay, so listening audience out there, I tell you what, this young lady is going to give you the 911 on how to see this fantastic vehicle on Facebook, and that would be what?
Go to slingshotforums.com and look under Goblin 99. That's GOBBLIN 99, and just look at my forum. There's a bunch of slingshots on there, so you can't miss one person. If you've missed one, you got more on there. Never go wrong.
So I'm looking at your helmet, so I guess you're wearing a GoPro on the helmet?
Yes. I just don't have it on right now because I'm doing a quick stop.
Okay. Well, you know what? I appreciate your time. And fantastic vehicle. Wish I can take a test ride. But nevertheless, this is Joe Britt, Gotcha Racing Live, and we broadcast 106.5 FM and 1050 AM simultaneously Saturday mornings at 11 o'clock. So thank you very much for your time, and hope you tune in and listen to yourself.
You know what? I will now.
Joe Britt, and we're out.
106.5, huh?
Okay, folks, and that's how we do it when I'm out and about. So you might see if you got a cool ride out there and I'm passing a certain vehicle and somebody goes around you and you're looking at your car and whatnot, it just might be me, and hopefully I can get your attention and have you pull over and discuss what type of vehicle you are driving in on that particular afternoon or morning. Okay, so right now we need to pay some of these bills, man. They're piling up, Joe. They're piling up. Let's put some commercials on, man. Hey, this is Gotcha Racing Live with your host, Joe Britt. And this is Kcaa Talk Radio, 1050 AM, and also 106.5 FM, coming to you loud and strong from the desert to the sea. We're going to pay some bills, folks. Be right back.
Oh, no.
Don't worry about a thing, pretty lady. You're in good hands with J&K Auto Body Paint and Repair. J&K Auto Body has been serving the Rialto area for years and are considered to be one of the oldest and the best auto body shops in town. The right people with the right tools and the right experience that can give you the service and the quality that you expect. 24 hours, 7-day-a-week towing is available. That's J&K Auto Body, 241 South Palm Avenue, Rialto, California, across the street from the Metrolink station. Call us at 909-875-0400, 909-875-0400. That's 909-875-0400.
U&I Auto Truck Parts and Wrecking is loaded with 15 acres of used, salvaged, and rebuilt parts for your car or truck. Sure, you could go to any wrecking yard, but U&I has what it takes. Expertise, high-quality products, and the finest customer service you'll receive anywhere. U&I makes custom drive shafts, furnishes full warranties on all their parts, and keeps up on industry changes. Call 909-888-6841. You'll be impressed by the fast and friendly response from the U&I skilled staff. You can also go to the Contact Us page and request a part. U&I hours of operation are Monday through Friday, 8 till 5, and Saturday, 8 till 3. U&I Auto Truck Parts and Wrecking is located at 1435 West Rialto Avenue in San Bernardino. Check out the U&I webpage at the letter U, the letter I, autoparts.com, or call 909-888-6841. 909-888-6841.
Gotcha Racing Live, heard only on KCAA, is your command center for racing news, the hottest interviews, and DIY projects. We are your destination for interviews with racers and fans, on-track interviews, in-shop interviews with engine builders, car restorers. Hear from our correspondents on live track, car shows. Gotcha Racing Live. Start your engine and race on over to KCAA 1050 AM and 106.5 FM every Saturday at our new time, 11 AM. Gotcha Racing Live, where we put you in the driver's seat.
شما در حال گوش دادن به برنامه گاتچا ریسینگ هستید با صدای جو برید.
Sie hören jetzt Gotcha Racing live mit Ihrem Gastgeber Joe Britt.
You're listening to Gotcha Racing live on KCAA 1050 AM with Joe Britt. Now get to the chopper. Hasta la vista, baby.
All right, folks, you got it. You got me live, you got me strong, and you got me sitting in the commander's chair inside of the great studios of KCAA Talk Radio on 106.5 FM and 1050 AM. And this is Joe Britt, Gotcha Racing Live, coming to you with all the good information that we hope would fill your day. Okay, nevertheless, we are here. And let's see here. You know, I have an interview that we did, or that I did, I think back in January. And these two guys, young guys, have developed a formula for fuel. And I think you'd be interested in for you race guys out there. They say they was going to we'll be shipping a couple of cases this way. And I tell you, as soon as I get the cases in, I'm going to just give them away. So you need to keep listening to this station. So without further ado, let's put on, Joe, let's put on Mustang. Folks, you know, this is Joe Britt, and we're still here at the MPMC media event that SEMA puts on every year. And, you know, I always try to find the diamond in the rough, and I come across these two young cats here at SEMA. It's a SEMA event, and they have a heck of a product that I know you guys, my race fans out there, would be interested in. These guys are coming from the boat industry, and they've only been in the automobile industry for 2 years, but lo and behold, I'm talking to the two primaries. It's like one is Dr. Frankenstein, and the other guy is the business end. Okay, you got to get into the story. So just listen. Hold on tight. You know, grab a hold to that seat, and we're gonna take you on a ride. We're gonna take you on a ride with some octane tied into it. You guys, boost Stain.
Boosting.
Okay.
Boosting.
Okay, I got two primaries here. Let's talk. Let's hear from your name from the business end. What's your name?
Yeah, Anthony Caputo.
Okay. Now, Dr. Frankenstein, what's your name?
Ian Lane.
Okay. You guys are from what area of the country?
Southwest Florida.
All right. All right. Tell me about this product. Who wants to go first?
I'll take a stab at it. No, we came from the boat industry, like you said. We needed something to offset the race fuel that we were burning through, going through hundreds of gallons every race, and we needed to come up with an alternative that was going to be more convenient and affordable than the race fuel that we were rolling down to the docks. So Anthony and I, when we were still in college, used the senior exit thesis as an opportunity to develop a technology that gives you the capability in a very small package to transform regular pump fuel all the way up to 116 octane if you really need it.
116 octane? How you doing that?
If I told you, I'd have to
No,
kill you.
you can't kill me. I was okay. But you said you're hitting it though, right?
Yeah, we're hitting it. We're using, the big thing behind our product is we developed a proprietary technology that is essentially a carrier that delivers the active ingredients more efficiently and effective than anybody else has really been able to do in the market, and that's why we're hitting the numbers. We're doing the third-party testing. We're proving it, and we're doing it better than anybody else right now. So that's what's going on.
Now, there's a couple of products on the market that we're not going to mention at all. They claim they're doing this, and you're telling me I can go with you. Let's say if I'm putting 92 in my tank right now, and I want to boost the level up to 105 octane.
Yeah.
Can you got capabilities of doing that for me?
Absolutely. So, there's people across the country that are customizing every aspect of their car. Why can't they customize their fuel, right? Not everybody needs 116. Not everybody needs 110. But there's a lot of people out there that need more, and that's what we're trying to give them. So as long as you use our smartphone app and put in all the variables about your vehicle, we're going to tell you exactly how much to put in. So if you have 92 and you're wanting to take it up to 105 octane, if you want to take it to 106 or 104, we're going to tell you to the ounce exactly how much to add into your fuel to give you exactly what you need. You're not going to waste money on too much octane, and you're not going to put your engine in jeopardy with too little octane. We're going to give you exactly what you want.
So you're talking about custom. I can customize my fuel source to whatever kind of driving that I want and performance that I want. Is that what you're telling me?
Absolutely. Why can't you do that? You're going to spend all this money customizing, putting a supercharger on your engine, putting new wheels, tires. Why do you have to be strapped to a gas station or to an expensive fuel, race fuel drum in your garage? You should be able to put a case of our product in your trunk and drive wherever you want to go, and have the fuel and the octane and the stability to be able to do whatever you want.
So let me get this correct. All right. Your formulation of elixir that are inside those cans, they're all the same. Is that right? They're all the same?
So we have 3 products right now. All have 3 separate formulas. They're all based around, different applications is really what it comes down to. There's things that are, that marine engines that we're susceptible to in offshore powerboat racing that you're not going to necessarily experience in a new twin turbocharged Nissan GTR. So, we went to the drawing board and continued to reformulate and develop, and that's why we have our separate line of products. But everything utilizes that proprietary technology that we developed when we were still back in college. We're just formulating around that is really what it is.
So you refined that since college, right?
Yeah.
You have refined it, and you've gone through trials on this. I mean, is it that potent that it blows up a motor, or what's up with that?
Yeah, I mean, that's why we put a lot of tools around it, right? We've got the app, we got mixing charts and everything else like that. But the fact of the matter is if you're pushing performance, the engine is going to be under greater stress, right? And that's why we want people to learn and understand exactly how to use our product. We're not something you buy at Pep Boys and you pour it into 16 to 21 gallons and cross your fingers and hope nothing bad happens. You know, we're gonna give people the opportunity to unlock real horsepower and real performance out of the hard parts that they have on their motor. So we're not gonna blow your engine up. You know, it's probably safer to say that we're gonna protect your engine, but we're gonna give you the capability of pushing it harder and getting more performance out of it.
Now, you guys are, you said you're out of Florida, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. And you're homegrown guys. You're from this soil.
Yeah.
And you are manufacturing this product on this soil.
That's right.
Okay. And then, you know, my pet peeve always is I give credence and I give props. You've heard of props before, to guys who got the balls to stay on this soil and help Americans and feed Americans and produce a hell of a product. So it sounds like you guys are the real deal. What's up with that? I mean, how often you guys out there listening to me, I come across some young guys that are here and not going overseas and getting it done. Now, on the business end, you just told me, Mr. Business Person,
Yep.
that you sell more to them, right?
Yep, we sell actually, you know, in the last 12 months, we now distribute to over 18 countries, you know, including Asia, Latin America, the Middle East, South Africa. You know, daily we get emails and phone calls for customers, distributors looking for U.S. made products, U.S. quality, you know, U.S. branding, U.S. marketing. You know, it's something that we've spent a lot of time and effort to build the trust, to build the brand. And, you know, it's just been great. Everybody's got the same problems. Everybody wants to go faster. Everybody wants to invest in their car. And, you know, the bottom line is everybody has to use fuel. The fuel around the world is, you know, not similar to a lot of the U.S. fuel. The quality is a little different, and we just provide an opportunity and a high quality product to give them an option to customize their fuel.
So you guys are like you've heard of yin and yang?
Mm-hmm.
Okay? That's basically what you guys are. You know, the complete opposite of a coin that make one whole coin. How'd you guys ever get together? What's the story on that?
You know, families knowing each other, growing up, and just, you know, it kind of, everything, stars kind of aligned, and we knew we kind of had a good idea, and decided that we brought each other's different ends of the coin together, and it just kind of worked out. It was a perfect fit. So, yeah.
And you've been partners for how long?
For over 6 years.
Yeah.
I mean, we started this a long time ago, you know, way back in the day, and we have the same passions and a lot of the same, you know, excitement around the product and around the racing and performance and engines.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, now we're here at SEMA 2016.
Yeah.
Did you ever think 5 years ago you'd be here?
Absolutely not. I mean, sitting here doing an interview on the radio, talking about, you know, essentially something we developed just because we needed it ourselves, and now people love it enough to listen to us talk about it, and it's around the world, and, you know, we're traveling, meeting new people. It's incredible. I had no idea that we'd ever be at this point 5 years ago, but you know, looking back at it now, hindsight, I mean, everything, it's the same stuff that's tying us together, right? Everybody likes to go fast. Everybody loves cars. Doesn't matter, you know, race, religion. We're all tied together by, you know, adrenaline and going fast.
You're absolutely right on that. So, what makes your product numero uno, number one?
You know, it's the technology is really what it boils down to, and the engineering. You know, there's a lot of stuff out there that was developed to meet a demand, you know, just to meet a market segment. You know, there's a lot of big conglomerates out there that they're good at a lot of stuff, but they, you know, they know that there's a demand out there, so they're going to put a product out there. You know, we're good at this. We know the engineering and the technology and the needs around fuel, and that's what we focus on. We don't sell brake calipers, we don't sell windshield wipers, we sell octane and fuel, and that's what we're always going to do. And because of that, we developed a product that's specific to exactly what we're trying to achieve, which is high octane, and the numbers don't lie. You know, our closest competitor makes 105 octane. We make 116. You know, there's really nothing else that we can say about that.
Wow, that's incredible, actually. So, what's next for you? You multimillionaires.
Oh man, the next thing is probably we'll probably hit the road again and go international. You know, we've got a lot of stuff to do in Australia. We'll probably go to Dubai right after that, and then then probably back to Shanghai. You know, they love it over there. They look to the U.S. for a lot of leadership when it comes to automotive performance. So they love seeing two guys over there that were homegrown here in the USA, and they love hearing us talk about cars and turning wrenches and everything like that. So that's what we'll be doing for the foreseeable future.
How can people, my listenership, buy this product? Where can I get it?
You know, if you're in the LA area, there's a great distributor, Team C Performance. I think they're in Bellflower. We're from Florida, so I don't know all of the geographics of LA and everything else like that, but got a great distributor in Bellflower. Otherwise, you can learn more and buy directly off our website, which is just boostain.com. And we got numbers on there. You can reach us. Just call in and we'll bull crap with you about your car and figure out exactly what you need.
So that app you have, that's available now then, right?
Oh yeah, free. Go onto the iTunes store and again we want these tools to be available for our users to get exactly what they need. Start customizing your fuel. Don't get stuck. Don't leave horsepower on the table. Is what it boils down to.
Oh, that's totally cool. All right. Well. Websites, phone numbers. Now's the time to give it up.
Yeah. Again, best one is just boostain.com. Or you can call. I think it's 1-855-GETS-110. So you can call us in just like that. Ask for Ian or Anthony. I'm sure one of us will be bull crapping or walking around the office or maybe back in the shop. But we'll be around. Yeah. Just ask for us.
Two homegrown guys with one heck of a product for the auto enthusiasts. And listen, guys, you're out there, listen to me. I don't shake and I don't jive with you. I give you the real skinny on what's going on. And I'm impressed. I'm impressed with these two guys here. I call them youngsters because I'm older than they are, but nevertheless, these guys have got it going on to be homegrown. So my props off to you, man, really. And whatever I can do to help and push your product along, and help feed the Americans here, all you gotta do is call me. I love to have you on the show. That's what we'll do. Let's set that up.
Yeah.
One of these weeks, I'm on at 11 o'clock. I'll reach out and touch you wherever you are. You can be in Shanghai or whatever, as long as a call is a call and the studio pay for it.
That's right. That's right.
And we can talk shop, and then you can talk to the callers that call in and go from there. How's that? Is that cool?
I like that.
Sounds
I
good.
like that.
All right. I'm gonna give you a shout out. Okay, you got the mic.
Hey, honestly, we just want to tell everybody that kind of started with us in the beginning. Everybody in the boat industry, to the car industry, the classic car guys, for giving us a shot. We know there's a lot of stuff out there that's made you skeptical, but we're here to dispel the rumors and get you set up right. We appreciate it.
Okay, that's Joe Britt, and we are at the MPMC in Santa Ana. And I guess this will be the last interview right before lunch. So go and kick back for a minute, and we will get back to you in the studio. Take care. We're out. Bye. All right, folks. So before we go to a commercial break, I got some specs. I'm looking at my exotic magazine. And I don't know if you guys have heard of this exotic car. It's called the Gumpert Apollo. Okay, and it's a carbon composite body. It lists for $318,000. The engine is a 4.2 liter twin turbo Audi V8. Horsepower is 650 horsepower. Okay, at 6,500 RPM. The torque is 627 pounds per foot at 4,000 RPM with a 6-speed transmission. So it is claiming This little rascal will do 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds. Top speed on this is 224 miles an hour. Weighs 2645. Okay. Very light, very fast. The length is 176. You know, that's almost, I think my exotic that I hand built, I think it's matter of fact, it's a little bit longer than that. Mine is very wide, and I've seen this one up and close and personal. Beautiful design. Beautiful design. Okay, so the next one, give you specs on. Now, this price is a little outrageous for me. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Cobra, the little Cobra that Shelby put out back in the 60s. And it's a company that had really put them out. Factory 5 really took it, modified it a little bit, and put it out. But this is not a Factory 5 car. This is a called Iconic. I wonder if they're still around. It's a GTR Roadster. And it has the same characteristics as a Cobra. Okay. That's been on steroids. Now, they took the front lights off and put some real cool lights in the front. It's a little different, you know. I kind of feel it just a little bit, but here's the thing that would choke a horse. More than likely, and I don't know if it's fiberglass body or not, but at this price, it better not be fiberglass. Carbon fiber. Okay. Strong carbon fiber sandwiched. All right. They want $600,000. That rascal better fly me to the moon. I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. For that kind of money, that's a lot of dough, man. So, the engine is a 6.9 liter V8. Horsepower is 800. Yeah, 800. It's 7,600 RPM. The torque is 660 pound per foot at 5,000 RPM. And it's a 6-speed transmission. They're claiming 0 to 60, 2.8. Top speed, 200 miles an hour. Compared to the Apollo said their top speed is 224, and their price is 318. So it's pretty much cut in half. Okay. For my money, I would probably go with the first one. All right, and let's give you one more before we go to a commercial break. Let's see here. Well, this is just a regular old Jaguar. The XJ. I like the XJ Jaguars, but this one's listed at this is the portfolio, and it's listed at $105,000. The engine is a 4.2 liter supercharged V8. Those are cool motors, but now let me tell you something. If they sneeze, that motor sneezes or cough on you, that's a good $1,500 for a repair job. But nevertheless, you got to pay the price to be the boss, okay? All right, horsepower is 400 HP. At 6,100 RPM, torque is 413 pounds per square foot, 3,500 RPM, and it comes with a 6-speed transmission. And now it is saying it'll do 0 to 60 in 5 seconds. Top speed 155. Okay, not bad. And the weight on that is 3,946. No kidding. Hey Joe, let's put a couple of commercials in before we go through the next segment. We're almost out of time. But nevertheless, we're going to bring it to you hot and fresh, just like the baker does on a Sunday or a Saturday morning. This is Joe Britt, Kcaa Racing Live, broadcasting out of the great Kcaa 1050 AM radio station in Southern California. Okay, right back.
No.
Don't worry about a thing, pretty lady. You're in good hands with J&K Auto Body Paint and Repair. J&K Auto Body has been serving the Rialto area for years and are considered to be one of the oldest and the best auto body shops in town. The right people with the right tools and the right experience that can give you the service and the quality that you expect. 24 hours, 7-day-a-week towing is available. That's J&K Auto Body, 241 South Palm Avenue, Rialto, California, across the street from the Metrolink station. Call us at 909-875-0400, 909-875-0400. That's 909-875-0400.
U&I Auto Truck Parts and Wrecking is loaded with 15 acres of used, salvaged, and rebuilt parts for your car or truck. Sure, you could go to any wrecking yard, but U&I has what it takes. Expertise, high-quality products, and the finest customer service you'll receive anywhere. U&I makes custom drive shafts, furnishes full warranties on all their parts, and keeps up on industry changes. Call 909-888-6841. You'll be impressed by the fast and friendly response from the U&I skilled staff. You can also go to the Contact Us page and request a part. U&I hours of operation are Monday through Friday, 8 till 5, and Saturday, 8 till 3. U&I Auto Truck Parts and Wrecking is located at 1435 West Rialto Avenue in San Bernardino. Check out the U&I webpage at the letter U, the letter I, autoparts.com, or call 909-888-6841. 909-888-6841.
Gotcha Racing Live, heard only on KCAA, is your command center for racing news, the hottest interviews, and DIY projects. We are your destination for interviews with racers and fans, on-track interviews, in-shop interviews with engine builders, car restorers. Hear from our correspondents on live track car shows. Gotcha Racing Live. Start your engine and race on over to KCAA 1050 AM and 106.5 FM every Saturday at our new time, 11 a.m. Gotcha Racing Live, where we put you in the driver's seat.
You're listening to Kcaa Racing Live on KCAA 1050 AM with Joe Britt. Now get to the chopper. Hasta la vista, baby.
That's right, baby! And that's my good friend Larry the Entertainer. You know, time is kicking right along, and I got these guys chopping at my heels. What are these guys called? They're called, what are they called? I got a brain fart, man. Well, I'll think about it later. Joe, let's go ahead and put this interview on, and this is from the Summit races that are at Word Fontana a couple of weeks ago. You know what, folks? So I'm perusing where all the cars are, and I hear this awesome sound. So I turn my head to the left, and here comes this Camaro, and it's bumpity bump, bumpity bump, bumpity bump. So you know he has to have something in that under that hood to make you go bumpity bump. And lo and behold, yes, he does have something under the hood. So I'm talking with the primary, Steve. Am I correct?
Yes, Steve Combs.
How you doing, buddy?
Good, great.
In this series, how long have you been racing in this series?
I've been running this series for probably 35 years now. This particular series, it's called the Summit Series. As far as racing goes, I've been racing a lot longer, but yeah, we built this car in '97, and I've been racing it steady since then, 1997.
So I guess it's easy to say that you know spring chicken on this, right?
No, yeah. Yeah, I've got a few runs under my belt.
What you got here, man?
It's a 383 Chevy, small block Chevy. It's 14-1. On alcohol, I run it carbureted on alcohol. It's cheaper fuel to use. Nothing fancy, flat tappet cam, good aftermarket parts to make it reliable, and that's really about it. In a stock chassis that we've done some cover racing suspension work on. It's one of my sponsors. Put a full roll bar and everything in it. As you can see, I actually have a little bit for my sponsors. I have the list of the companies that sponsor our racing on the side of the car itself.
Okay, so on a good afternoon, when all the stars are lined up and the sun's out, the California sun's out, and it feels good to you, what's your best run?
The fastest this car has ran, and right now I actually slow it down to run 1050. It's gone 1007 at 132.
You slowed it down? Why?
I run another series called NMCA. I run in an index class, and the index is 1050. So I slowed down to run that. So I just leave it set up that way, so I get more runs with the weather and everything.
Okay.
So when I go to that series, I'm ready to run that 1050 index.
Okay. Now this is all grassroots racing, and you know when you like when I was at the Winter Nationals, they must have about 12, 13 guys working on their automobiles. Grassroots is you, son, wife, partner, something like that, and a can of beer, right?
Exactly. Pretty much it in a nutshell.
But this has got to be in your blood. You've been racing that long, man. You got the bug. You just can't get rid of it, huh?
No, keeps me out of trouble. Ask my wife. And it makes my sponsors happy.
Well, good enough. You know what? At this point in the interview, I'll give you a minute to give shout outs to your sponsors if you want to, okay? So because without sponsors and without fans and without people like you behind the wheel giving us the excitement that we want as consumers, this wouldn't be possible. So now's the time for Steve to give shout out to your sponsors.
Okay, my main sponsor is Calvert Racing Suspensions up in Lancaster. John and Debbie have been sponsoring us for 19 years. This is my 19th year with them. I have a company called Fuel Lab. They're based out of Illinois. We run all their fuel system products on this car. We're also sponsored by Triple C Agency. It's a race car insurance company based out of Kansas. Chris Norris is the owner, and they supply us with race car insurance and some financial support also. And then we're also sponsored by AmeriFirst, which is based mainly out of Arizona, but their main office here in California is in Ontario. Chad Kaufman is the man behind the scenes that we deal with. Great company for mortgages if anyone's interested in obtaining any more real estate mortgages. We're also sponsored by PMR Race Cars in Rancho Cucamonga. Phil Mandela Race Cars, great company. That's all they do is build race cars. They've done some of the work on this car to keep us going. And last one would be Phoenix Drag Slicks. I've used their tires exclusively on my car for many, many years. Great product. And they're based out of Tennessee. And in fact, I happen to be a distributor for their tires.
You know what, man? This is not your first time behind the mic, right? I mean, I thought maybe I'm going to start charging you. With all the sponsors you got, man. But it's all good.
You asked.
But it's all good because this is exactly what it should happen. You know?
I agree.
Yeah, so I appreciate you giving me 5 minutes of your time and a shout out for your sponsors like I asked. So everything is good. Have a good run tomorrow.
Thank you very much and have a great day.
This is Joe Britt. We're on track and we're out.
Man, we're running out of time. Joe, we got a small one we can put in? All right, load them up. Let's roll.
Okay, folks, that sound you hear in the background, that's on the other side of the quarter-mile track here at Fontana Speedway. And I'm walking around, and you know me, I'll talk to anybody with my fat mouth. And so, nevertheless, I come across a pony. Now, you guys know I like the ponies, you know that? But this one is, I'm not going to say it's unusual, but man, when he fired it up, my head went to the right real quick. And I'm excited about it. Now, it's a husband-wife team? Yeah, and she's a team owner.
Yeah, I'm a team owner. He's driver.
And he's a driver. Okay, so let's talk. Now that I got the primary and the driver here, well, they're a team. That's another one that's firing up. It's a team here. So let's talk to the. What's your name, young lady?
Peggy Lutz.
Okay, and the driver.
Don Lutz.
Okay, how long have you guys been racing? Who wants to answer that?
I've been racing about 45 years.
So you got that bug inside of you, just can't shake it, huh?
That's it.
But, hey, it keeps them out of trouble, right?
You bet. Hobbies are great.
Did you run the series last year?
Yes.
How'd you do?
I was 7th in pro and about 6th in sportsman, but I was first at Bakersfield in sportsman.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man. So the chase right now, is the chase to go to Las Vegas?
Yes. Try to be in the top 5, whatever category you run, so you can be in the Race of Champions on Sunday.
No kidding. Now, you guys still working or you retired?
I'm working. She's retired.
Ooh, Mama got it going on, huh? Well, good for you. I always like to see a husband and wife team, a team in the sport. You know, I love it. I wish I can get my wife involved in it. She don't want nothing to do with motorsports at all. But nevertheless, I'm here. So we broadcast on 106.5 and FM and 1050 AM. You got any sponsors?
No, just her.
Well, you better give her a shout out to the 6,000 people who listen to us right now.
Peggy Lutz is my sponsor.
There you go. Good enough. Good enough. How large is this class? Your class?
It should be anywhere from 45, 50 to 80, depending on how many cars come out.
What time do you think you'll be starting?
Usually each Saturday, Sunday, about 1-ish.
About 1-ish in the afternoon. Okay, well, good enough. Well, you know what? We'll probably come back with our TV crew and maybe get that going down the quarter mile.
That one too.
Ooh, look at that pony right there. 5.0, 16? 15? Oh.
We're going to race that one in Sportsman and this one in Pro.
Well, folks, the reason why I say ooh, because that car is my dream car. If I could ever get some loot, I'm getting that. And I thought it was a 16, that's a 15, huh?
15 was the first year.
Okay, so under the hood on that one there, what is it?
It's a normally aspirated 5.0 Coyote motor. 435 horse.
I was at Celine about 6 months ago and seen him do his thing, his magical treatment with the, what is that? It's a triple supercharger or something like that. But, man, and I've always, I tell you, if I can get my hand on some money, what'd that cost you, man?
That car stickered for $36,205.
Well, that's all?
Yeah.
Like it is?
Like it is. And minus her coupon from Ford for $750.
I'm thinking you were going to hit me up for at least 55 or 60. No, huh?
No, it's just a base GT with an automatic, and there's only like 3 or 4 options on the car.
Okay, so running that Mustang there, what classification?
That particular car is going to be in Sportsman, 12 flat and slower.
I see. Okay. Good enough. So Mama drives that one here, and you trailer that one.
Yes.
Okay, I got you. Well, thanks, folks, for your 5 minutes.
Thank you.
And you know what? I'm gonna let Mama have the last word. Got a shout out to anybody?
Just to our kids, and I want to thank you, Joe, for talking to us.
That's what I'm talking about. You know, it's a family. Mama always got to give the kids always go for the kids, man. Not about the sponsors.
Now,
this is a woman that's in love with her family. And
okay,
I
folks.
Like
So you heard it, and we're running out of time, and I got to get this last bit in because I got these guys chewing on my heels. These the guys are at 12 o'clock, and they're called "I'm Mad as Hell." And these guys, they got a lot of stuff to tell you. But nevertheless, I got a couple more minutes. So I must tell you that I'm running for my seat again on the Central Committee, the County Central Committee for San Bernardino. So if you look on your ballot, if you're in the IE and you look on your ballot, you'll see Central Committee member, and you will see my name. I'm the number one in the number one slot. Hey, I need your vote. I need your vote. Okay, folks, this is Joe Britt coming to you live every Saturday at 11 o'clock on Kcaa. You know, we're one of the strongest and the mightiest radio talk shows in the IE, and we broadcast on 106.5 FM and 1050 AM. We're the big dogs with the big stick right now, okay? bow down to us. Bow down to us because we're the big dogs with the big stick. Joe Britt, and this is Kcaa Talk Radio, coming to you live and strong from the desert to the sea. You guys have a good one, and I'm going to let these guys come in before they chew my butt down to the core. Okay, so I'm Mad as Hell. Coming up next at 12 o'clock, it's Joe Britt, and we are out.
You're listening to KCAA, Loma Linda, California. The best station in the nation.
Your NBC Sports Radio update starts now.
MLB and the hardwoods we fly as well for the playoffs. Kate Delaney, NBC Sports Radio in progress. Bottom of the fifth. Astros with a 1-run lead over the Red Sox, 5-4 right now. It's the Yankees 2-1.